What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Rantpocalypse Talks Fear the Walking Dead. I'm Justin.
Hey, I'm Kelly, and we are a mother and son Fear the Walking Dead watching duo.
Yes, we are, and we just got done watching Fear the Walking Dead, episode 9, entitled Los Muertos.
Oh, so much better than I can do. I'm
Yeah.
glad you gave the title.
And that's no practice, people. That's all day, every day. We are here to give you our top 3 moments from this episode, as well as our score out of Bacon's, and then just kind of our overall thoughts on the episode. And we're going to give you our question of the week that we want you to answer. So you can email us. It's rantpocalypse@gmail.com. Also wanted to let you know up front, if you're watching this video on YouTube, we do a podcast on Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead. You can go search for it on your iTunes, your Stitchers, your Google Plays, all of those podcast services. You just go search The Ranting Dead. That pulls us up. Go find us. Go listen to our podcast. So let's get into our top 3 moments.
I know, because I'm excited because our top 3 moment brings back something that is near and dear to our heart, and that is the dumbasses of the week.
Yes.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we would be able to get away from it, that they had smartened up, but nope. Strand and Madison find a bar. They find some alcohol. They decide, let's get drunk. And they get stupid drunk.
Always a good thing to do in the zombie apocalypse.
I
Let's
know.
just go get shit-faced, you know?
When they started breaking glass and making so much noise, and obviously Strand does not know how to play the piano because,
No.
he's over the thump. They were ringing the dinner bell for the walkers. So
They were indeed not a smart move on their part, in which it leads us right into our number 2 moment of this episode, because we see the walkers, they hear that dinner bell and they come a-calling because they're like, we got to get there so quick, we can't take the elevator, we don't want to take the stairs, we're going
Exactly.
straight off the balcony. It was so awesome to see that.
Yes.
It's a really cool moment. I know that there's going to be a lot of Walking Dead fans that are like, hey, they're copycatting us because that's something we see in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer where the walkers are falling off of that bridge and everything.
Yeah.
But it's
This
the
was
zombie
awesome.
apocalypse. This shit's gonna happen in any situation, any scenario. But it was amazing. They reminded me of the World War Z zombies, where they'll do anything and everything to
Right,
get
to
to
get to you.
humans and stuff like that. It was incredible.
I just love the splat noise that they made. And then they just got up and it's like, all right, let's get to the bar. That was very cool. Our number 1 moment, to me, was just a really big reveal. And that was that the pharmacist is bitten. It wasn't a hickey. Nope. That was a bite that was on his shoulder. And he's not turning.
Yeah, it was very odd to see that. And that was a big chunk out of his
Yeah,
arm. Like, this wasn't like a
exactly.
little tiny bite or anything, like a baby bit him on the arm or something. No, this was like a grown-ass man
Yeah.
bite.
It
was
was
gross.
yuck. It was really disgusting. Why hasn't he turned?
I don't know.
I don't understand, because this happened all before The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
How come they couldn't have stopped the whole thing?
I don't know. It is very interesting seeing him being bitten, and that there's more than meets the eye to this character. And also, it was interesting to find out why they were throwing those people out to the walkers. Like,
Yeah.
we saw that trailer at Comic-Con and everything, and we're like, why the hell are they just
Yeah, those bastards.
putting this guy out to death?
Mhm.
Super smart, though. I mean, think about it. All this time in The Walking Dead, where we're like just killing our characters off that turn and everything, they could have used those
Exactly.
as a defense mechanism. So, hey, kudos to Fear the Walking Dead on that one, because I thought
Yeah.
that was a really nice, cool idea that they utilized for the characters within this compound and everything.
I love
So,
that they call it the wall. Every time they
Yes.
said that, I was thinking, Game of Thrones, But
yeah, totally
uh,
different wall, but
yeah,
it works.
Mhm.
What was your score out of Bacon's for this week's episode?
Okay, so this was hard for me to come up with. I came up with 4 Bacons.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
because there was a lot of neat reveals. There was a lot of really good zombies, walkers in this episode.
Yeah.
But I took a whole bacon away for Madison and Strand. That just pissed me off. Y'all being stupid. We don't like dumbasses, so.
No, we don't like dumbasses unless they're us, because then we have,
Then
we have to
we're-
like each other. So
We're just charming.
yeah, that's what we call it. Strand and Madison are like, y'all are dumbasses, but
Yeah.
when we do dumbass stuff, it's just charming people.
It's
So
just charming.
I'm gonna give this episode 3.5 out of 5 bacons, and I've got 2 things that held it back quite a bit. My number one annoyance is the overusage of the Walker blood. It is starting to wear thin on me. I know for some people maybe it already wore thin a long time ago, but it takes away all the tension because we see freaking Luciana and Nick. They're just having full blown
I
conversations
know.
as they walk through the zombies.
And what made me crazy about that as well was it was like, mm, mm, we just put a little bit on,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and they suddenly became invisible. So yeah, I didn't like that part either. You know what? I'm gonna take away a quarter of bacon.
Oh
So
man,
that's
so
three and
three.
a quarter bacons.
Oh wait, you took a quarter away, or you took
Uh-huh.
3/4 away? So now is it 3 1/4 bacons or 3 3/4 bacons?
Three and three quarters.
Okay, yeah,
I wrote down
that's not
three
our
and
strong suit,
no,
people.
exactly.
Yeah, that was very annoying. At least cover your pants. It just seems like they just go from the waist up, and that's all they cover. And my number two annoyance in this episode was that super insane, crazy moment that we saw in the Comic-Con trailer went nowhere. So whenever Nick and Luciana they go shopping, which
Hmm.
I will say, I think that had to have been like a tip of the cap to Zombieland whenever they're going to find basically what is the equivalent of a Mexican Twinkie, those Gancitos or something like
Oh,
that.
I didn't even see the name, but
Yeah, they're
yeah.
pretty much like I mean, they look better than our regular Twinkies because they
Hmm.
got chocolate and they got all
Right.
sorts of good stuff on them and everything. But yeah, that didn't lead really to anywhere. Like he didn't get his hand chopped off. Nothing happened there. So that's why I went to three. What did I? 3.5 bacons out of 5. But I do really like where they're going with the pharmacist. Like, I think that's very
Hmm.
interesting. I had tweeted out as we were watching the episode uh, that I that I think Fear the Walking Dead it lacks like this true villain, true big bad on the show, and with everything that this dude is saying that he's like preaching to his whole
Right. Right.
congregation and everything. He sounds like he is out of his mind, and he tells Nick, he's like, "Next time, I'll send your ass to the wall."
Right.
And he seemed pretty scared of me, so I like where they're heading with this. That's why it is
Yeah.
still overall a pretty good episode.
It was a good episode, but yeah, you're right. I mean, as far as the whole suddenly Nick being able to talk these guys into don't chop off my hand,
Yeah,
it did have a little bit of a Vatos feel.
yeah,
Uh,
it did.
yeah, because the bad guy with a heart of gold,
Yeah, exactly.
taking care of his people. So,
Yeah, his sister is on, she's on drugs, and
hmm.
Nick uses his super drug skills to
I
find
know
out like that.
exactly.
I was like, what?
I
Come
know.
on.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
focuses in on
yeah. He's like the Batman of drugs or something like that. I don't know. I didn't really get that too much. Okay, so the question that I want to pose to everybody is, do you think Ophelia killed herself because we did not see what happened to her
Right,
in this episode? She's lost all hope. She said multiple times, like, it's time to end our lives. She told them,
right.
we're just gonna walk off into the ocean. I guess we'll find out, but we want to know
Yep.
your thoughts. What did you think about the episode overall? Do you think Ophelia offed herself? I honestly thought that she was going to be one of the people that flew right by
Right.
Alicia
I
whenever
thought
that
so too.
happened.
Hmm.
Yeah, let us know all your thoughts and your bacon score in the comment box down below. Again, you can email us. It's rantpocalypse@gmail.com. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope you have a fantastic night. Bye-bye.